Here's the experiment that I performed to test for conformity and diffusion responsibility with visual representations.
Okay, so today we will be testing your ability to judge equalities and inequalities in lines. Here we have the standard line, and each one of you is to choose one of the other three lines that is the most equal in length to the standard line. Michael, you first.
It looks like line 3.
Brandon?
I would say line 3.
Adam?
Line 3.
Darren?
3.
Very good. Round 2. Here's the standard line. And here are the other three lines. Michael, which one is it?
I think line 1.
Brandon?
I would say line 1.
Adam?
Line 1.
Darren? Tommy?
Line 1.
Round 3. Again we have our standard line. And our three comparison lines. Michael, which one's the most similar to the standard line?
Number 3, most definitely.
Brandon?
I would have to say number 3.
Adam?
Number 3.
Darren?
3. What?
It's it's 3. Yes. In my experiment, Tommy was being tested. The rest of the subjects were told to answer in a certain manner. As you can see, in the first 2 rounds, all subjects answered in the same fashion. However, in the 3rd round, the first 4 subjects chose the wrong answer on purpose, with confidence. And when it was Tommy's turn to answer, he conformed to the rest of the group and was slightly convinced that the wrong line was the right answer. This is because he diffused the responsibility of choosing the right answer to the rest of the group and did not want to go against the majority of the group for fear of being incorrect.
Interesting. So basically Tommy said the incorrect answer because if the group as a whole was wrong, he would not be the one being blamed because they were all wrong. Similar to how in the bystander effect, when a person does not act out, it is because they cannot be blamed because there are other bystanders that would be blamed as well.
Yes.
The stars lean down to kiss you, and I lie awake and miss you.
So Mr. Teriyaki, do you think we should be raising awareness about the diffusion of responsibility?
Yes, because by being self-aware of the diffusion of responsibility, an individual may be more inclined to make the first step towards taking initiative in an emergency situation. They will also become more aware of their own responsibility that is required in an emergency situation, rather than diffusing this responsibility. And in turn, their actions will influence the actions of others.
Well, what are some things that can be done in some of these situations? For example, if someone were getting assaulted by a much larger individual, it might not even be sensible for someone to intervene, as it might cause more people to get injured. As Nozick said, the well-being of the individual should be preserved at all times, and it outweighs any benefit that would be gained by putting them in danger. As you said earlier, I would think that in certain situations, it might not even be morally reasonable to interfere because it would be putting more individuals in danger.
Well, the easiest thing one can do is call the police, because in this case, you do not put yourself at harm or others at harm. Law enforcement officers are trained to deal with situations such as assaulting or mugging, and would be able to deal with the problem easily. Although it seems trivial, individuals in the bystander effect usually won't even consider calling the police because of the strong diffusion of responsibility, as seen in the Kitty Genovese case.
I would still say that intervening in these situations is not always in the best interest of the bystander. If by intervening, the individual is risking his or her own life, then the outcome will not always be positive, if, say, both the bystander and the victim are injured. Also, by not intervening, the bystander will not be blamed for anything that goes wrong, and therefore will see an advantage in doing nothing over risking their own life for a small potential positive outcome. It's as if the bystander is gambling with the odds stacked against him.
But from intervening, the bystander is still acting on the potential of saving an individual from harm. The moral thing is to put the safety of an individual first, which I have mentioned before. However, this must be done in a fashion that no other individuals are harmed, including oneself. It is one's responsibility to act, not necessarily by physically intervening, but at least by calling the police or informing others.
This concludes our episode of HAET, Half Asian Entertainment Television. Thank you, Mr. Teriyaki. It's been a pleasure to have you on our show. Hope to see you sometime in the future.
Teriyaki outside!
Oh, hey Brandon.
Hey, Victor. I just had the weirdest dream. Like, I was being told about like the bystander effect by this guy named Mr. Teriyaki, and he actually looked really. Anyways, I was wondering, like, if you were getting mugged at Don Mill Station at like the top of the stairs, like on the way to the bus terminal, and all you had on you was like a student ticket and 25 cents. Do you think your friend that was like with you at the time, do you think he would have intervened and helped you?
Yeah, I do.
Probably. Maybe.
Most likely.
Likely.
There's a chance.
There's
a chance.
Could happen. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
No.
Yes.
Wow, that was quite interesting. Wow. What's so funny? Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Teriyaki. It's been a pleasure to have you on our show. Hope to see you in.
Hope you to see you.
Hope you to see you.
This concludes this episode of HAET.
Half Asian Entertainment Television.